$281 million in total contract dollars given out by the Raiders on Monday. It's a lot of money.
Rich, do they have some left over for us? Can we? Is it anything we can do for the Raiders?
I'm going to have my guys look into that. Would you guys mind looking into that? Any Davis dollars left for Swagoo, for his podcast, for anything like that? Oh, okay, very good. So the reason why I bring this up is part of that was Nakobe Dean going there. A lot of defensive additions. There's a cupboard's pretty bare there. My colleague from NFL Network, or soon to be our colleagues all together. And right, we're one big happy team shortly by the end of this month. Jane Slater, she tweeted out that the Cowboys were all in on Dean as well, but ultimately he went with his gut feeling, but was told he could have seen himself in both places. It was a close margin, but the Raiders won this one. Now I want to see your face. There it is. Marcus, floor is yours.
First of all, I'm a big fan of Nakobe Dean since Georgia.
Yep.
And it's I'm going to be a little bit reserved, Rich, because my team has finally stepped into free agency and we gonna do something, right? Supplementing your football team through free agents that are proven helps you win championships, and that's the scream I've had about Jerry and how they've operated. But I have to give them full credit for what they've already done, and I don't think the moves are done being made. You see the restructuring of the contracts. You see the move for the safety out of Arizona. You think about Rashawn Gary, even though he didn't have a great ending to the season, maybe a revitalized guy, Quentin Williams last year. Dallas has done some tremendous things. So this will be the first offseason, Rich, that you don't hear Marcus Spears say Dallas is not trying to win a championship or Jerry is not trying to win a championship. The moves that have been made have been leaning in that direction of being all in. I talked to Dak last year at the Pro Bowl. Well, this past Pro Bowl.
Yes.
While we were in San Fran, and I said, Dak, I want to see you in L.A. He said, man, bank on it. And I said, as long as the old man makes some moves defensively, we have an opportunity to actually be in the mix and make it to L.A. for a Super Bowl. Rich, if you know me, if you watch me, you know I am very, very, very even keel when it comes to Dallas, outside of when I'm cheering for them in actual games. I've been super critical of them. I've talked about what they haven't been doing in order to try to position themselves to win a championship. I love what Schottenheimer did as a head coach last year. Offensively, they've tagged Pickens, and defensively, they've made some moves already, and I don't think that's going to be the end of it. I'm very excited about what we've been doing this offseason. And yes, I said we.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel the same way about Nakobe Dean too, right? And we have no idea what personal decisions are made, but
he would have been great. He would have been perfect. I just don't want to I don't want to cry over spilled milk.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they tried for Max Crosby. You got to give it up for that. They tried for Nakobe Dean. You got to give it up for that. Rashawn Gary's outstanding. And if you look at that defensive line, last year it was Micah. Who knows, how much we're going to pay him and whatever was going on beneath the surface, behind the scenes there, him in the locker room or whatever. Micah's out.
It's shaping to be a good one.
I mean, no doubt. Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary.
And having it Odigizua.
Right, and draft capital in your back pocket for future consideration. That's not too bad, man.
That's not bad, man. I mean, pass rush was an issue last year.
Right.
And I'm sure, it got better as the season went along. You saw it change when Quentin showed up. But Dallas got to get stops. We need a better secondary and people that can get after the passer. And I think that offense is still going to be really, really good this year. Getting Williams back. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about running backs, but Javonte signing back with Dallas was big. He had a phenomenal year last year that kind of flew under the radar because Dak and George and, obviously CD play so well. But there's a lot to be optimistic about now with Dallas based on the moves that they made defensively. And I think it's going to be something to reckon with.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.